Hello guys, it's your boy Anime Squad 101 here, back with another video today. And today we're doing What If Naruto Had the Rinnegan Part 2. So yeah, this script is made by Story Reaper #000. Check out his channel, he does what ifs. And yeah, there will be a collab with him in the near future. Also, I have made a Discord server so we can just talk, hang out. Or you guys can talk, hang out, suggest what ifs, put memes, pretty much do whatever. And yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. So we start this what if off with a 2-year time skip. We cut to Naruto passing out from his intense training. He had just watched a Genin's team learn water walking and decided to learn it himself. He had been at the library most of the past year. He found out that most of the villagers won't attack him or find him there. He also wanted to keep his promise to Kurama. Naruto's mindscape. Kurama pulled Naruto into his mindscape as Naruto passed out. Kurama said, "Naruto, you're doing it wrong." Then Kurama proceeded to show Naruto how to do the water walking correctly. Then Kurama proceeded to teach Naruto Wind-Style Wind Bullet. After Kurama taught him how to use it, Naruto felt a hand shaking him awake. Naruto was pushed back into the real world. He opened his eyes to see a girl with black hair shaking him awake. Naruto looked at the girl standing above him. She said, "Why are you sleeping here? Don't you have a home to go to?" Naruto said, "Yeah, I do, but it's not safe, and it gets very lonely there." The girl looked sad and asked, "Why don't you come home with me then? What's your name?" Naruto responding, saying, "My name is Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze, or Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki." "What's your name?" "My name is Suki Uchiha." "Wait, I've heard that name somewhere, haven't I?" Suki asked. Naruto followed Suki as she pondered about where she'd heard that name before. Naruto and her talked the whole way to Suki's house. At Suki's house, Suki went up to her door as her father walked out. He asked, "Who's that?" as he is all messy. Fugaku looked at Naruto up and down. Suki asked, "This is Naruto not..." Then Suki remembered that on her way home, Naruto asked if she could not tell anyone about his name, because he wanted to earn their trust without his name being the first thing that they look at when they see me. Suki continued to say, "Naruto Uzumaki." Fugaku grabbed onto Suki's arm and bent down to her ear. He told her, "He's the Nine-Tails. Why would you bring him here?" Suki was shocked that she didn't remember Naruto was the one her dad always told her to stay away from. Even when she saw him on the playground alone, Naruto heard Fugaku say this as Sasuke, who Naruto was somewhat friends with, came behind the doors. He said excitedly, "Naruto?" as he ran past his dad and hugged Naruto. Sasuke let go and said, "Naruto, why are you here? Aren't you supposed to be at the library today like usual?" Naruto's smile dropped a bit and said, "No, I made another training day." Sasuke had a gleam in his eyes. He said, "Could I train with you?" Fugaku heard Sasuke's request and thought to himself, So he's the one Sasuke told us about. Fugaku let go of Suki, who was shocked that Naruto knew her brother. Naruto's smile got brighter as he said, "Sure, let's go then." Naruto and Sasuke ran off to the training ground. Suki started pouting as she wanted to play with Naruto. Fugaku accompanied her in while thinking to himself. He asked Suki how she met Naruto. She explained that how she discovered him sleeping in the forest where he was doing some training. Fugaku understood Naruto's situation. He weighed the options and then decided it would be best for Sasuke and Suki if Naruto came to live with them. Fugaku waited around a few hours until Sasuke came back with Naruto. Fugaku stood up and went to the front door. He was going to talk to Sasuke, but Naruto turned back. Naruto turned back. But Naruto has his. Oh my gosh! Hold on while I compose myself. He was going to talk to Sasuke, but oh my gosh. Okay. He was going to talk to Sasuke, but Naruto had his back turned to them as he was walking away. Fugaku rushed towards Naruto. Fugaku placed his hand on Naruto's shoulder and said, "Hey, Naruto, I'll be letting you stay here with us if you want anything. If you try anything funny, I won't hesitate to kick you out. Just remember, I don't want to make my daughter sad. As he walked away, Naruto jumped with joy and left to go to his home and grabbed all his things. Naruto grabbed a few t-shirts and whatever else he could find and left. He closed up as Hiruzen stood outside his complex. Hiruzen asked Naruto, "What are you doing?" Naruto responded saying, "What do you mean? I'm going somewhere where I won't be lonely. There will be people that I can talk to and be with at all time." Hiruzen stood right there and said in a demanding and caring voice, "Naruto, you know that you can't leave the village, right?" Naruto looked at Hiruzen and said, "I'm not leaving the village. I'm going to live with my friend Sasuke." Hiruzen says, "What brought this on, Naruto? Are you sure you talked to Fugaku about this?" Naruto said, "Saki brought me to her house, and Fugaku wanted me to live there." "It's all okay, Gramps." Hiruzen said, "Okay, Naruto. Since it's okay with Fugaku, I can't stop you." Naruto jumped in the air with excitement, almost dropping all his things. 1 week later. "That should be everything," Fugaku started to say. "Everything's taken care of. Now, Naruto." Sasuke was jumping around as Itachi was just smiling. Naruto started smiling as well. Suki went to her room. Naruto was the only person who noticed her walking away. He excused himself and tried to find Suki. He eventually found her in her room. She was sitting on her bed, pouting a bit. Naruto knocked on her door as she looked up to him. She slid off her bed and asked him, "What are you doing here?" Naruto just leant against the doorframe, saying, "Why did you leave the group?" Suki pouted a bit and said, "That's not fair. You can't answer my question with another question." Naruto laughed a bit as he said, "Come on, let's go celebrate." Suki walked with Naruto back to her family. Sasuke was bothering Itachi about him training him. As Fugaku and his wife were talking about something secretly in the corner. 2 years later, Naruto and Suki and Sasuke were walking home late at night. They accidentally stayed out a bit late and worried how Fugaku and Mikoto would punish them all. Sorry, I keep burping. On their way to the complex, they didn't notice the lights were off. Suki and Naruto knew something was off. It seemed Sasuke didn't think that it was much. Naruto and Suki readied themselves for anything. They arrived at the complex with nothing attacking them. Naruto could smell blood coming from their house. Naruto rushed as Suki and Sasuke followed. Naruto couldn't see much in the dark, but he could feel Itachi. Itachi would turn towards the door, seeing the silhouettes of Naruto, Suki, and Sasuke. Itachi put a genjutsu on them all, but seeming it couldn't do so for Naruto. Itachi made Sasuke and Suki pass out from the genjutsu they were put under. Naruto then both fell at the same time. He took out his kunais and rushed at Itachi with anger and rage. Red chakra started to form around Naruto as he continued to fight Itachi. Naruto got forced into his mindscape by Kurama. Kurama said,
"Naruto, this isn't the right way to use my chakra. You know how to properly use it."
Naruto nodded and calmed down his anger. Naruto bumps fists with Kurama again and left his mindscape. Naruto stopped moving and opened his eyes. Itachi could feel the power that Naruto was wielding in his eyes. Naruto speed blitzed Itachi. Itachi could barely see Naruto's movements. This went on for a couple of minutes until Itachi had enough and took out a kunai and started fighting semi-seriously. Of course, holding back because he didn't want to kill his little brother. This all went for a couple of minutes. Naruto summoned a few birds to mask his presence. Itachi went full serious and activated his Mangekyou Sharingan. He spotted Naruto's pant legs as the birds couldn't completely mask him. Itachi sent a kick towards Naruto. Naruto's leg scattered at Naruto's leg, scattering the birds and leaving Naruto exposed. They continued to fight as Naruto gave it everything, even going as far as unlocking his Three Tails mode. Itachi was surprised at this power, this absolute power. Naruto has been hiding. He's always knew that Naruto was strong, but he didn't know that he was this strong. Itachi used his Mangekyou Sharingan to strike a very fatal spot that knocked Naruto out straight away. With the final strike, Naruto collapsed. Itachi picked him up and decided to take Naruto with him. Suki stirred awake to see Itachi's back with Naruto over his shoulder. Suki muttered something at Itachi, with Naruto picking his head up a bit. He somewhat smiled at Suki as Itachi disappeared into his crows. Suki passed out again. She was angry that her friend was taken from her. Next morning, Suki was awakened by Sasuke the next morning. She woke up fast and started running in the direction that she thought Itachi went. Sasuke found someone and told them what happened. Suki almost ran out of the village, but the people at the gate stopped her as she broke down eternally. She steeled herself on the outside and told the guards what happened. Her and Sasuke were both taken to the Hokage to explain what they saw. Hiruzen, who had just heard this, was upset that Itachi took Naruto. "Do you know anywhere that Itachi would have taken Naruto?" Sasuke and Suki said, No. Hiruzen sighed. "If you were to think of something, then let me know." Oh yes. You need a place to stay, since the Uchiha compound won't be a good place anymore. There's an apartment not too far from here. The rooms are decent. He wrote a note. "Go to this address and give the landlord this note." With Sasuke and Suki walk out of the Hokage's office, Hiruzen then calls his Anbu and tells them to round up a search party and look around the village and around the land of fire for Naruto and Itachi. Hiruzen sat back, waiting for anything to come up. We cut to Sasuke and Suki, who are at the address. Sasuke was visibly upset about what Suki told him, and the Hokage about Naruto being kidnapped by Itachi. Sasuke looked at Suki and said angrily, "Why aren't you upset? He took our friend as well as killed our whole clan." Suki looked at Sasuke and said, "You don't think I'm upset? Itachi took the only one I loved other than our family. He meant so much to me." Suki started yelling at Sasuke, making everyone look at them. Suki blushed and continued to walk forward. They both eventually reached the address. As they walked in, the man had a questioning look as Sasuke handed him the envelope. The man huffed and said, "All right. Here, you have room keys 109 and 113. Suki took the room key 113 as Sasuke, 113 as Sasuke took 109. Suki hurried to her room as Sasuke decided to take a little walk. We cut to Naruto and Itachi. Naruto starts to wake up and sees Itachi. Naruto realized what was going on and hopped off Itachi trying to grab a kunai. When Itachi said, "Are you looking for these?" Then Naruto smirked and said, "Thanks for showing them right in front of me. Almighty pool." Then the kunais flew into Naruto's hand. Itachi thought, "Shit, I forgot about that." As he pulled out his own kunais and they started to go at it again. Now, all you could see was sparks flying off of both kunais as they struck each other. During the fight, Itachi explained how Danzo ordered him to massacre the Uchiha clan, as well as massacring the elders. Then Naruto stopped. Naruto said, "Oh, I see." As he collapsed, Itachi picked up Naruto and walked with him to their destination. So yeah, this is where I'm going to be leaving off part 2. I hope you guys liked this. Subscribe to my channel and Story Reaper #000. Remember, the Discord server will be linked in the description below. Like, subscribe, do all of that. And peace, you beautiful souls.